How you doing, America? Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and all the politicians that are in public office wish they could be BJO, Brian J.O. II, the best in the world in the universe. Mr. O'Neill, the O'Neill Factor, www.ONEILLFACTOR.com. We're broadcasting inside the city of Olney, County, Richland, state of Illinois. Evidently, Mr. Vaughn, the mayor and the city council, all the Olney police officers and police chief, Andy Hirsch, Richland County Sheriff, Deputy Sheriff, the state police, Jesse White, Secretary of State Police, don't get the message that they're violating their duties and oath of office and jobs in public office. It's illegal for individuals to park upon or across a policy on a public sidewalk in the state of Illinois. And that goes up to the State's Attorney David Hyde, who refuses to do his job. So, you all come in, we call it a crime. No parking on or public sidewalks. Do you care about people with disabilities? People who have to be in wheelchairs? We already know that answer. You don't even care about driving your vehicle down the road properly. You park on across public sidewalks. The pedestrian try to run people like me down to other people. Pedestrians, you just think you can do whatever you please. We all know the city of Olney is corrupted, the county of Richland's corrupted, the state of Illinois is corrupted, all the elected officials are corrupted. No. It's time. We elect officials that are supposed to do their job in public office, to uphold the law, not obey the law. But then we have crazy people like the individual in that car right there that don't have to operate a motor vehicle to vote for the mayor and city council so they can violate the law, let them violate the law. And they complain why people on government assistance, living off their taxpayers' dollars. It's because they don't know how to vote. People wouldn't be on government assistance. If these people know how to vote, people like me don't want to be on the system. We want to work. We want to be able to be employed, make much money we can. But no, they elect these elected officials to Congress, Barack Obama, governor, state legislators, to keep us on the system, to deny us the work, to deny us health care. If we go to work, try to even make a little bit of money, we lose our health care. They're trying to kill us in this country. Man, and they complain, they're the problem. America's a problem. Yeah, this is free speech in the public community. Yeah, we have the right to broadcast the news. It's illegal parking on public sidewalks. No one has the right to do that. Yeah, the American Civil Liberties Union. American Disabilities Act. People in the city of Olney, they don't care about people with disabilities and wheelchairs. They don't care. They just drive how they please. They think they're a joke. That woman that just walked by, she thought it was all a joke and it was a smile. They think it's a joke. But they don't know they're going on YouTube. That's the joke on them. This is why no one wants to move to the city of Olney, County of Richland, the state of Illinois. Around here, they treat you like garbage. The police, the state's attorney, the elected officials allow people to commit criminal damage to people's houses, batter, they commit crimes against people. They even sit there and watch. The police, people beat up on people around here, you know, and take part in it. Along with the state's attorney refuses to do nothing. They think it's a joke, and they do that because they don't like people who are intelligent and smart. And they think by using these people against people who are intelligent and smart, that they would hit back in self-defense and they can arrest me? Well, that's a joke. Think on forever, because I'll never hit no one. And the thing is, they're committing crimes. That's a crime for a state's attorney to allow people to commit crimes against others. Police to do that. They're facilitating criminal activity within the city of Olney County, Richland. And this is why this type of activity must be put on the internet. And when it comes time to taking this to Federal District Court in Benton, we'll bring these videotapes with us. A jury and a judge, without doubt, will convict. And also enter lawsuits against them. Because the laws of the land prohibits this activity. And they think it's a joke. But what happens if they were the person in the wheelchair? What happens if they wanted to use a public sidewalk or someone was standing on it, holding a sign? They're going to run into the police, get on their cell phones, even make false phone calls on their cell phones while illegally driving down the road, talking on their cell phone, which is prohibited. Just like they did up there at Casey's. Well, I was videotaping out in the street of pedestrian violations. All those people that made those false phone calls to the sheriff's department and told the police I was videotaping. So what? I can if I want, but I wasn't. That's my right. And then the Illinois compulsory statute provides that's a Class A misdemeanor. All right, I told that to Sergeant Nodal of the PD. You know what he told me? These people did not know the law. Where does it state in our laws in this country, because a person doesn't know the laws, the police don't arrest them, they don't put them in jail. Next time a guy beats a woman and he tells the police he didn't know that there was a war, domestic violence, or any kind of crime, using dope, drugs, murder, oh, the cops are not going to arrest you, right? That's a sorry excuse. That's a police officer admitting that he and other officers have committed police misconduct and are allowing crimes to be committed in their behalf in front of them, as well on a government call-in dispatch recall system of false phone calls. And that's prohibited. And they refuse to arrest them. You know why they don't? It's because these are the people who vote for these corrupted elected officials like David Hyde, Mayor Vaughn, city council members, the county board members, and all these people, even up to the state and federal offices. And you ask why nothing gets done? It starts with you. You ask why so many people are getting freebie attorneys in this country? Because they're poor and innocent. And guess who's fitting that bill? That's right, you the taxpayer. And even more, you make that false phone call, you just put more tax burden upon you and the taxpayers, and it ends up getting dismissed, especially if you have brains and knowledge and you don't stoop low down to your public defender. Public defenders love an attorneys. The first word out of their mouth is, won't you plead guilty? Don't plead guilty. The attorney supposed to represent you. Now, if you're innocent, don't plead guilty to get to matter, especially as a low crime like disorderly conduct. Don't do that. Just take it through the court system. Let the taxpayers run up the bill. Man, put the burden on them. It's hurting the community more than it's hurting you. And at the same time, you get to make case law. But they're stupid. Go to jail for it. And this type of, that's what makes it great today. We got YouTube, We got social internet work, video and chat channels, Facebook, so much. These people lied so much to themselves and others that the lies are with them forever, and their conduct's with them forever. But the thing is, they don't realize smartphones, tablets are out these days recording them, and they're going on YouTube. So, do not move to Olney, Illinois. It's the worstest nightmare you had. People who used to live here had moved back crying. People said they wished they never came here. It's one of the lowest down communities and not the worst in the United States. There's no transportation in or out unless you have a driver's license. Businesses, hardly any business jobs. A lot of people are employed. A lot of crime. Yeah, a lot of people say, yeah, you may have this in your community, but this is only Richland County. When you represent a community local, don't give me an excuse, it's everywhere. Because otherwise, you might be saying the same thing. As a law enforcement officer, tell him that, oh, I'm doing marijuana, I'm doing methamphetamine, oh, I'm selling it, I'm giving it to children because other people do. That's an excuse. Just like this whole community is an excuse. And this government is an excuse. These people are an excuse. Until they will fix their attitudes up and behavior, this community will keep on going downhill. So, this is a message that goes out to the whole nation. Each and every community, clean up your act. And don't use that excuse. Oh, every other community is just like this, so I should behave this way. This is why this community is in so bad shape. Yeah, we have the right. It's called freedom of speech, the public assembly, first speech, and here comes the cops going to infringe our rights right now, violate our rights. Come on. Alright, there's 2 vehicles legally parked here. The only crime being committed is 2 vehicles. And let's see if the officer gives them a ticket. Or are you going to go violate my right to stay